Hi everyone, I thought I would do the TTC Planning Tag that I came across by complete accident, and the YouTube channel that I found it on was Heidi Kim TV. I subscribed to her and I watched a lot of her videos, and she's pretty awesome, so if you don't know her, you should go check her out. And I'm just going to dive right into this. I just got done interning and I gotta go to work soon. So, let's get started. Question number 1. Will you find out the sex? I don't want to, but my boyfriend does, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Question number 2. Will you use a pacifier? I don't want to, just because of my experience with pacifiers and I guess bottles, and I ended up with a really bad habit, and once those things were taken away from me, I started, sucking on my thumb or blankets or shirts or whatever I could get my hands on, and my teeth were really messed up after that. They were actually in the shape of a V, and they had a gap in between them, and I think it was really because of, I was too much of a sucker. But, yeah, I think if I do use a pacifier, if the baby does want one, if I do use it, I'm not going to prolong it. I'm not going to have it like, you know how you like poke a hole in it and the toddler goes around to everybody and tries to fix it, and it's not gonna last that long. I don't even know. I say that now, but I don't know. Okay, on to the next one. Do you have any nursery ideas? I do have some nursery ideas. I have quite a few on Pinterest, and I'm leaning towards, if it's a girl, probably a mermaid themed, and if it's a boy, probably a sea turtle theme, or I really like elephants and giraffes too, so maybe if I don't know what the sex of the baby is, maybe I'll do that instead, but nothing's set in stone yet. Are you the first, middle, last of your friends to TTC? I am one of the last. Everyone else has kids or is having kids, has one, and has another one on the way. But me and one of my best friends are pretty much the last of our friends, or in general. Will you get or use hand-me-downs? Yes, please. How close in age would you like your children? I actually want twins, so I want them very close in age. If I don't have twins, then I definitely want them one after the other, just because of how old I am, and after 35, the risk of birth defects and premature labor and all that good stuff, it's at a higher risk for that. So I want them as close as possible. Number 7, will you make your own baby food? I would love to make my own baby food. Number 8, will you co-sleep? No, for 2 reasons. First, I was a preschool infant teacher, so I had to have my SIDS training, which is sudden infant death syndrome, and I learned a lot about that. And the one thing many people probably do not know is that if you lay your baby on your mattress, it is so soft and cuddly that when the baby falls asleep, the baby's brain is not completely developed. So once your baby goes into that deep sleep, his or her brain may not tell them to wake up. Hence, sudden infant death syndrome, or at least one way. And that's pretty scary to me. So I'm going to avoid that. He or she might be in a bassinet or something beside the bed, but other than that, no co-sleeping. And another reason is I'm too scared that me or my boyfriend would roll on top of him or her, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. Okay, will you use a stroller, and do you believe in using a stroller? I kind of cracked up laughing with this question when I heard Heidi Kim say it, because I had no idea there was any sort of controversy on strollers. But yes, I do plan on buying one, so I believe in them. Will you go back to work or stay at home? I would love to stay at home at least for like the first year of my child's life, because it's the most important. I mean, all the years are important, but it's the first year. It's like, I don't want to miss anything. As a preschool teacher, you know, I got to see a lot of the first, but I don't want to miss it. I want to be selfish after, you know, everything I've gone through in 2013 with the cervical cancer and trying to conceive now. It's just, I want to be completely selfish and keep my baby all to myself. Number 11. After newborn infant, how long will you let your child cry before going to them? Again, with my experience from being an infant teacher, you kind of get to know their cries and what they need and what they want. You can tell the difference between a hungry cry to a scared cry to, you know, just a cry. So I really would have to get to know my child before determining all that. Because, I mean, crying is how they communicate. They cry because they're hungry, wet, scared, whatever. That's how they communicate. So it just all depends on the tone of the cry, I guess. How often will you bathe your child? As often as I feel like it? I don't know. I mean, I guess as a baby they spit up and everything, and I hate that smell on a baby. It's so gross. So I'll probably bathe her when that happens. Other than that, I don't know the right amount of time, so I really don't know. But number 13, will you do extended rear-facing car seat? I know there is such a thing as rear-facing car seat, but I didn't know there's an extended rear-facing car seat. So, I mean, if it's safe for the baby, then yeah, why not? Will you breastfeed? If so, how long? I would love to breastfeed, but I kind of don't like anything touching my boobs, so I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm thinking that it's going to be my child, my baby. It's probably not going to be a big deal. But I do want to pump as well, because I want my boyfriend to experience, you know, that bonding. So she'll have both, breastfed and I'll pump as well. And as long as my supply lasts, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to have a 5-year-old attached to my boob. Like, no, there's no way. I mean, the way we did it in my preschool, once they got to a year, you know, we cut out the formula and went to milk. So it'd probably be for the first year. If I still have milk after their first year, then I'll put it in a sippy cup. When will you introduce solids baby food? Probably when I feel he or she is ready. Do you want a boy or a girl first? I really want a girl first, but I do want twins, so I actually want a boy and a girl. So, but if I only have one, then I want a girl first. Do you have names picked out? Yes. How many kids do you want? My boyfriend and I both want 3. Will you homeschool? I'm kind of torn between homeschooling and not homeschooling, because I don't want my child to have to go through getting bullied or, you know, a teacher hitting them or whatever crazy stuff, or getting shot in the school or system or whatever. It's crazy how school has become not the safest place anymore. That was the one place you could feel safe, and now it's just, I don't know. I guess it depends on where we live. If we live in a great school district with great teachers, then okay, I'll try it. But I probably will be quick to pull them out if anything crazy happens. And yeah, I don't want to take the experience of actually going to school away from them, but I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. Home or hospital birth? I will probably have no choice but to have a hospital birth. Planned cesarean, epidural, or natural birth. I would love to have a natural birth. Epidural scares the crap out of me, so yeah. But with my medical stuff, I probably have no choice but to have a cesarean, so. Number 22. Will you drink while pregnant? Clearly not get hammered, but a glass of wine occasionally. I'm not much of a drinker as it is, so I'm really not missing out on anything, so no. Will you cloth diaper or use disposables? I will probably use disposables. If you have a son, will you circumcise him? Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's been done for how long, and those little boys that are now men turned out fine, so I don't know if and what the controversy is on that. I really don't care, but probably will. So that's it, and at the end of Heidi Kim TV's video on her TTC Planning Tag, she went ahead and tagged everybody who watched it, so I thought I would do the same thing because I didn't know anybody who was going to tag me, and so when I came across her video, I was like, yes, my first tag ever, and I get to do one. So I tag you. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.